Hello and welcome back to Unbox Imagination. I'm Chanel. Now, I know it's been a while since we've recorded one of the bedtime stories, but I'm super excited to be back reading you another story. I hope you have been well and that life has been treating you very kindly and that you are ready for this story. I also have some exciting news that I'd like to share with you at the end of the story. So once you finish listening, please stay tuned to hear um, that exciting news. So, like always, before we get started, I'd like to invite you to take a few moments just to center yourself and to ensure that you are ready to receive what this story has to offer. So, taking some nice deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. I'd like you to imagine with each breath that you are becoming more anchored. So if you can imagine a ship that drops its anchor, and the reason for that ship to do that is to really create stability. So when it's on the sea and the sea is moving as water does, that ship has some steadiness and it isn't being thrashed or thrusted by the waves. So this is very, very important to find that space where you are grounded. So as you breathe in, I want you to imagine that you are becoming stronger with each breath. And as you breathe out, I want you to imagine you're pushing that air down into your feet, creating a strong anchor for yourself moving forward. So breathing in. And again, breathing in. And let's do that one more time. Taking a nice deep breath in through the nose. Excellent. Now, hopefully, now you are feeling anchored. And so we shall begin today's story. Today's story is called The Soft Release. The day had been long, and Layla sat quietly by the window, the hum of the night settling over the home. There were no toys scattered now. Her children were older, but there were still messes, not of blocks or crayons, but of words spoken in frustration, old hurts unhealed, and mistakes made along the way. She thought about a moment earlier, a conversation that turned sour, a memory she couldn't quite shake, or maybe something she still held against herself. Her chest felt tight. Why is it so hard to let go? She whispered. She watched the breeze move through the trees, rustling the leaves gently, as though nature was answering her without words. And slowly, she remembered a story, not from a book, but from the heart of her faith. A story about a man who was wronged in every way, betrayed, beaten, nailed to a cross. And still, he looked at those who hurt him and whispered, Father, forgive them. Not because they deserved it, but because he knew forgiveness is freedom. Not for them, but for the one doing the forgiving. Layla closed her eyes. She thought of those she hadn't forgiven and of the version of herself she was still punishing. She didn't need to forget or excuse, but maybe she could release. Forgiveness wasn't a feeling. It was a gentle loosening of the rope that kept her bound, a soft release of what she could no longer carry. So she whispered slowly, I forgive you. I forgive me. God, help me to let go. A warmth spread across her chest, not a sudden fix, but a quiet relief, like finally loosening tight laces at the end of a long day. She wasn't weak for forgiving. She was healing. She was growing. And as she tucked herself under the blanket, she smiled gently. Forgiveness had made space for peace. We are called to be kind to one another, to be tender-hearted, forgiving one another so that God can forgive us for our sins and transgressions. This is an important reminder to let go of what weighs you down tonight. You don't have to carry any longer. There is healing in forgiveness and rest in release. Sleep softly and know that you are held. I hope you enjoyed listening to that story. The focus of that story was about forgiveness and how important it is to not only forgive others, but to forgive ourselves. You might find sometimes in life that forgiveness feels really challenging, especially when someone has hurt you so badly. But when you operate or continue to operate in unforgiveness, when you hold on to that hurt and that pain, the only person that you are hurting in that moment is yourself. It might bring up feelings of anxiety, anger, or frustration, but you're the one feeling those emotions. And I'm not saying that they're not valid. If someone has hurt you, then you have every reason and every right to feel those emotions. But when you continue to feel those emotions over and over and over again, it leaves no space for healing, and you can quickly end up in a loop that does not serve you. You might even find that that person has forgotten about it and has moved on with their life, which might bring up more feelings of frustration and anger, even sadness. It is important for you to take from that, from those experiences, what has been your responsibility and what has been theirs. It is your responsibility to get healing and joy and peace for your life. And if that means that you need to forgive them, it might just be quietly saying to yourself, I forgive them and I release this. That gives you the opportunity to release yourself from the bondages that has been placed upon you based on what someone else has done. I hope this message blesses you. If you would like more support around forgiveness or any other challenges that you might be experiencing in your everyday life, or you just want to really focus on moving forward, finding what your purpose is, and beginning to stand and live truly and authentically in that purpose, then please do get in touch. You can do so by emailing me at hello@unboximagination.com, or you can visit me at www.unboximagination.com. I am a coach and I'm here to support parents and carers who really want to start living a life that is purposeful according to who they have been called to be. It is a passion of mine, and it's something that I wake up every day helping others to fulfill. So, again, I will leave those details in the description box for you to reach out, and I look forward to hearing from you. So, in terms of exciting news, as mentioned, I'm a coach. I work with parents and carers who really want to unlock and start living a fulfilled life. I've just recently designed our program. It's the Model Me program, which is called Parents in Progress. And the idea around the program is to spend 12 weeks doing group coaching with a group of parents, looking at different aspects of their life and how they can use their creativity and their skills overcome the challenges in those everyday situations. Now, this is, even though the focus is on parents, the focus isn't on parenting. The focus is on the parents as a person. Because when you can truly live authentically and know what your purpose is, that you can then show up more authentically for your children and for your family. And so it's using the trickle-down effect. Now, as I said, I do this on a daily basis, and this program is really more in depth and an opportunity for you to come together as a community and as a group of parents, sharing those experiences and helping each other to work through those challenges. There will also be opportunities to work with me on a one-to-one basis if needed, if there are stuff that you want to work more in depth with or on. But the basis is over 12 weeks. The sessions are spanned over a 12-week period, and this all happens virtually. So if you are interested in joining the Model Me program, Parents in Progress, then please do get in touch. So I want to also say, if you're listening to this and you've been listening to our stories, which are biblically based, great, that's amazing. And thank you so much for your support and for being here. However, if you've also come across this channel and you are not currently practicing in any faith, we also have uh, another element of the program, which is for those who are not practicing in faith. So we have two elements of the program. We have the faith-based element of the program, and we also have the non faith-based element of the program. So if you are interested in either of these programs, whether faith-based or non-faith-based, then please do reach out, sign up to our waiting list, and I will be happy to have a conversation with you regarding moving forward. I am so excited to be bringing this program to you, and I'm so excited about the many people's lives who I'm going to be able to help and partnership with on their journey to finding themselves and finding freedom. You have been listening to Chanel. This is Unboxed Imagination. Take care and God bless.